What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another YGOpro Duel video in Ranked, and this time I'm playing with the new and improved Dark World deck, or I say improved, I think it's improved. This is the deck that I just got done doing a deck doctor on. The original build was sent in by a subscriber and wanted me to critique and change it, and thus I did. So this is the list of what I put together based off of my own knowledge of the Dark World deck as well as some other people's inputs and all that nonsense. I'm not going to bore you too much with the details, because if you want to actually listen to all the explanations and see what the original deck looked like and all that sort of nonsense, you could check out the actual deck doctor video itself. There's a link to that in the description of this video. I will put it there. But other than that, let's not waste any more time and let us just jump into the ranked game, shall we? Alright, so depending on what happens here, prepare for a lot of self-touching, because if this deck opens well and goes first, then you just turbo your way into Eradicator deck Devi, and you just see where it goes from there. Man, you were taking a long time to pick for rock, paper, scissors, mate. Wow, okay. Well, you just kept picking rocks. So I guess I'll just go first and hope that I draw well. This is actually pretty goddamn well. So what we'll do is we'll just set these and activate the drag down first, get information first. That's always a good thing. He's playing Odd Eyes Majespecter nonsense. Alright, well, we're going to start taking the big ones out of his hand, like the Odd Eyes, because those are cards that can't be hit by deck Devi. So there's that. Brow will trigger, draw a card. That's Malefic Stardust. That's actually really good. So Dark World Dealings here. We can draw a card. That's another Gates. Alright. So we'll discard this. I can fuel multiple draws and multiple searches off of these snows. So Snow here is going to search for another Snow because I already have another Gate. So I don't really care too terribly much. I'm just trying to draw cards, get into advanced draw, trade in, one of those things, before I commit to what I'm going to do with this Malefic Stardust Dragon. So we'll start banishing these. So I'll banish a Brow. I'll discard Snow, and that's a Soul Charge. That's actually really good. It's really key. And then I'm going to get Dark World Dealings. Or am I? I can get another Snow. I still have one more Snow in the deck, so that's fine. Just trying to thin the deck out as much as possible, basically. And Snow can always just keep searching cards, so there's that. But I would like to actually get somewhere first before this starts running out of things. I can actually discard this, and that would actually but it's not guaranteeing anything, and that's the issue. Okay, so from here I can get Dark World Dealings, and that would allow me, well, I can actually get Beige and normal summon it, but then that means the tour guide could be dead later. So yeah, I'm going to get Dark World Dealings here. I've got Brow, which is fine. I can set all these cards. Set, special this, so it's out of my hand, and then drag down again. So we're basically just trying to get to all the cards. We're trying to get there. So I'm going to take another Odd Eyes out of his hand. The Luster is something that I'm not going to be too worried about, per se. That's Into the Void. This is Dark World Dealings. This is a Gate. I can't activate this, which is problematic, but I can draw a card, and then that's a Grapha. That's very good. And I can put that in grave. I can put that in grave. I can Soul Charge, and then bounce my Snow to my hand, and then my Into the Void is live. So there's that. And that seems pretty alright. I need to draw into a few more draw cards, though. I've got quite a few left in the deck. I've still got a couple Dark World Dealings. I've got some trade-ins. I've got some advanced draws. All these different things, actually. I've got quite a few of them. So I'm going to put these on my field. Those two. I'm going to just do those two. I'm not going to do any more than that. I don't want my field to be clogged, per se. So this just makes the End of the Void live, and that's honestly the main gist of what I'm trying to do here. If Alcé was actually in my deck, I could try and draw into a draw card. That'd be really cool. Advanced draw. Ha-ha! Let's go. Into the Void and Gates of the Dark World. Alright. We've started getting there. The stressful times are coming to a little bit of an end. So, we can play another Gates, and we can activate it, and banish Brow. That's why we left it in grave, so we had a Gates target. It's actually just really not, but I mean, we can pretend, right? So that can search Dark World Dealings. I've got so many cards left in my deck for me to be this low on Dark World names, but it seems kind of alright. The Malefic Stardust died because of the field spell going away. That's fine. So draw this. That's another Malefic Stardust. Pretty good. We'll discard the Brow here. If we're lucky, we draw another Advanced Draw or Trade In, both of which are live. That is Tour Guide, which is actually doable. I haven't gotten into any of my whatchamadoodads, my Deck Devies or Eradicators, and that's a problem. But it does allow me to do my things. Oh, there's no more Brows left in my deck. How convenient. I didn't actually pay attention to that. But so I get to summon this. This has already been used. I'll special summon this Malefic. And this is not actually that good. This one particularly is not that great. I can make Titanic Galaxy here, and I'm going to discard my entire hand, and these will trigger. Let's see, how many Into the Voids did I resolve this turn? I resolved quite a few. So I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to end my turn. It's not the best. I needed to draw into at least Eradicator or Deck Devi. Deck Devi was what I needed to draw into. That's what I was trying to play into. But so we'll just trigger these. The Beige will get summoned. The Snow is going to add a card to my hand, but then there's another Into the Void waiting to resolve. So I'm going to add a Beige. That way this Beige gets discarded as well. Or it stays in my hand. No, it comes out. There we go. I was like, it was hesitating for a second. So I had no more Brows left in my deck because I turboed a bit too hard and got to the Tour Guide a bit late. I didn't catch that, but it's fine because I had enough ways to bypass my normal summon. I'm still at 5 cards, interestingly enough. And there's a Grapha Engrave, at least one. Bunbuku, okay. So what I get to do here is that next turn I can just immediately bounce this to my hand and then draw cards off of Gate. Like I said, though, I just really needed to get to Deck Devi, of all things. Deck Devi was the card I needed to get to. That was the entire purpose of that play string, was to try and get to Deck Devi. Because, I'm taking the Odd Eyes out of his hand, taking other cards, like I'm just leaving him all the small stuff, so that I can just, like, not have to deal with this. But so what I have now is that I have a Titanic Galaxy here, and he has a Luster. And based off, what was the last knowledge I knew about his hand? The last knowledge I knew about his hand was QB and all of that. Well, I know that he still has Luster Pendulum in his hand. So I can't really do anything about the Hope Harbinger, or with Hope Harbinger, because he's going to Pendulum Summon Luster. Or this will force him to put Luster in the scale, which just seems better. So this just seems like the better option overall, because I know he has Luster. I very much know that that's a fact, but Sky Iris 2? Oh wow. He drew, well, there was 2 Dark World dealings that resolved after the last time I looked at his hand with Drag Down. That's a question, not a statement. I can't remember. All I needed was one more trade-in or one more advanced draw, and I could have just easily accelerated my engine so much further than it actually went. And that's actually, it's actually very upsetting. But, I mean, I'm still not in a terrible position, because next turn I have, multiple rank 8 plays at my disposal, because of this entire situation. And, He Sky Irised away the Bunbuku and not the Luster. I find that interesting. Maybe he only plays 1 Unicorn? I'd put my money on that. I'd put my money on there only being 1 Unicorn. He does have Odd Eyes Fusion in his hand, though, and I completely forgot about that. Which is going to suck for me, but actually not really, because I get to run over that next turn for free with Grapha. If he puts it in attack mode, it just gets run over by Grapha, unless he kills my entire board, which he could potentially do. He could bounce this. This is the key candidate for being bounced to the extra deck, 100%. But then these could get run over, depending on what his Pendulum Summon capability is. He has a Fox in his hand, and he has these. So there's no way that this entire board is getting run over this turn. Good to know. But he is going to be able to summon. He's going to be able to summon the Fox and get either Tempest or Tornado. Oh, really? No Fox? Oh, Fox is in his graveyard. How did it get there? Wait a second. Why is this here? What? Why? There's 2 of them there. He searched Fox off of the Bunbuku, right? What? I'm so confused at this point. I don't know, man. He's popping my Gates of the Dark World. I mean, I guess that's fine. It doesn't actually matter. He just got rid of 2 Pendulum resources, and he's not doing anything with them. He should have definitely put that Grand Pulse in attack mode, and he could have attacked over both Beiges. That would have been really clutch and really good. He didn't see that as a play, though. But now I just get to immediately go into Grapha and kill Vortex. But this still is not the best situation for me, because I needed Deck Devi. I needed it. Deck Devi would have allowed him to not play the game. Because I would have hit all of his things out of his hand except for a Luster. That is a 1 day of peace. I will take it. I will take this 1 day. That is a trade in. That card is dead as shit. That card is dead as fuck right now. But, so we'll do this. Then we'll normal summon. And we will special this. And so what I have access to is I have access to full armor Photon Dragon, which I can use to pop a card and then go into Dark Matter. That's definitely something. Dark Matter is also a rank 8, which means Dark Matter can actually be put up into Pain Gainer. That's neat. He's got Tornado though, and I know this. He's got Tornado and a card that and 2 cards that I shouldn't know. Maybe I don't know them. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just play these cards. I don't actually listen to them. Wait, what? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. All I know is that I'm gonna go back to my original point of I needed Deck Devi. Needed Deck Devi. Like, you cannot understand how much I expressed that I needed that card. Alright, so what I get to do is this negates the effects of the card, right? Its effect is negated, its type becomes 3,000. Alright, so if I could have taken this and popped one and then popped another one full armor, that would have been great. But as it stands, I could Heliopolis here, and I could pop the Tour Guide and the Heliopolis itself to pop the scales. That's something. Or I could just go into the Cypher Dragon play and take his thing and go into full armor, and then we would be doable there as well. So yeah, we'll take this. We'll put full armor on top of it, and then we'll pop his. I need to make sure I know what cards are in his hand. Let's see. He confirmed this and confirmed this. Now, why is there 2 foxes in the graveyard? Okay, well, he's just surrendering. Interestingly enough, I don't think I could have lost that game. I don't think that I could have lost this game. Or no, I don't think I could have won this game. But using this to pop Luster is probably the correct move. Because he could always just replace this with a low scale in the form of Light Phoenix. So popping Luster seems like the right move. Oh, I know what the card in his hand was. It's an Odd Eyes. That's right. It's Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. He did search it. So how did... My question is, I can't remember how that fox got into the graveyard. I don't remember seeing it. Probably got off there off like Odd Eyes Fusion. Seems like it might have been, but even then that doesn't make sense unless he just doesn't play Rebellion. But okay, that makes infinitely more sense. So his hand is an Odd Eyes, a Tornado, and a card that I cannot remember. Okay, so yeah, there's no way I lose this game, actually, with that knowledge, because he has already confirmed that he doesn't play another high scale when he searched for Odd Eyes, because he could have popped Luster and searched for the other Unicorn for the other high scale. But he doesn't play it. So there's that. So yeah, I think this game was actually, even though not in my favor, I don't think I could have lost this one after I go into full armor and pop his cards. So popping his cat and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, that one was interesting. Definitely not where I'm going to leave it, though. I'm going to definitely do another video and have another game go live today as well. But this one was interesting. It didn't really end up the way that I wanted it to go, but it did sort of what the deck was supposed to do. Even though, like, this entire one was just weird. But anyway, that's it for this video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description to Facebook, Twitch, background music playlist links, all that nonsense. Those are resources for you to use if you want to use them. Let me know what you guys think about this game and this deck and all this nonsense in the comments down below. Other than that, if you like this video, give it a like. If you know some people that might like my content, share my content around. If you want to support the channel, helping it grow is the best way to do so if you want to encourage them to subscribe and all that nonsense. But other than that, as per usual, thanks for watching. And as always, guys, take care.